Welcome to the Mods Podcast. Our hosts bring the backbone of Twitch to the forefront to talk about their unique view of the platform as moderators. On today's episode, we find out why they got into moderation, volunteering versus being voluntold, and picking the right mod. But don't let that distract you from the fact that in 1998, Undertaker threw Mankind off Hell in a Cell 16 feet down through an announcer's table. So I have a question then. I have a question for you guys. I have like a genuine question that I've just never asked, but I'm super curious. What made you guys want to start modding? Like, what was the appeal of it?
For me, it's because I want to help you guys out. I consider you guys friends, and I'm always up for helping. Like when Amber asked me, she was really nervous to ask me, and I'm like, "Just what do you need?" And she's like, "Would you want a mod?" I'm like, if it'll help you out, sure. Fair warning, I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. So I'm gonna be
That's
learning.
exactly what I said.
I'm like, I'm going to be learning as I go. And she's like, that's fine. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Because she was worried it would take the fun away from being there. I'm like, ultimately, it makes it more fun for me. But more or less, I want to help you guys out. You're my friends. I want to help you out.
I honestly, I think that's like a shared fear among a lot of streamers is like, if you give somebody a sword, that it will turn it into a job for them and like they won't have fun anymore.
Well, that's why Laura and Sandy didn't mod me earlier than they did. They didn't want me not to have fun. But when they got bombarded by people, they said, all right, you're in. And I'm lucky because everyone I mod for, they don't count. They don't consider it a job. It's like, hey, you have a life. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. There's other streamers out there where I know the mods that have to fill out like day off request forms and stuff like that. That's ridiculous to me.
Do they get paid?
No.
How? Okay, I don't understand. How can you... that is literally something that I do not understand. I do not understand how you can demand somebody's free time like that. They just be volunteering. I personally don't understand. I mean, like you guys know, like if you guys all could not show up one day, I would be fine and I would not be upset. Like I don't understand having the ability to demand that much time of somebody and then like not.
The streamer got mad at me because I used to talk to them too. And the subject of modding came up. I'm like, I'd never mod for you. And they're like, why? And I told them, like, you treat them like they're employees. They're just friends helping you out. And you put way too much on them. And he's like, well, you don't just understand streaming. And like, I guess I don't. But I'm just telling you, you're treating them like crap.
No, they don't understand. I'm going to say it right up. Whoever that streamer is, yo, PSA, respect your mods, they're volunteers, because it makes absolutely zero sense to me. You don't understand streaming. I'm pretty sure that you guys may not understand the concept of like sitting behind a computer with a camera on and having to entertain an audience voluntarily and like making money off of that. But you guys also have to sit on the other end of that computer and somebody is demanding that the entire time that they're there, you're going to be screening that chat and keeping their chat in line. And like if they're a bigger streamer, like that could mean lots of trolls, that could mean monitoring for links, that could some of these moderators out here I've seen on other channels, like there are moderators who literally like there will be a Google Doc and they have to scan through every single link that comes in to make sure that it is okay for the streamer to open it up on stream. That's a lot of work to demand of somebody and not even give them anything for it. Like I have so much guilt for the fact that you guys stay up so late when I stream, because I stream late and I'm West Coast and you guys are East Coast. Like there's so much guilt in that. There's a reason why I keep sending you guys food.
You don't have to feel guilty. I mean, if I fall asleep, I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me. I've tried to say, hey, I'm falling asleep. Like, nope.
Yeah, no, like totally. You guys sleep, but like the nights that it's like 3 a.m. your guys' time, or I'm up until 3 and it's 6 a.m. and somebody in like Pike is still there, I'm like, F, go to sleep, go away.
At least you're ignoring if I fall asleep and you're streaming.
It is true.
Oh, my mom, I can't go to sleep yet.
Or it's like the same streamer I was talking to, they would get mad if their mods didn't keep chat moving or happy. I'm like, and I told him, wasn't it your job as the streamer?
Yeah, no, that is the streamer's job. Since when is it the mod's job? Have they never heard of a little thing called the mod wall? Like, it's honestly like, I know that was one of Sandy's things for a while, was that she didn't want to have too many mods because she was afraid of the mod wall.
Yeah.
When I had more viewers, I wasn't as afraid of it. I don't know. I'm like, I love you guys too much to take your swords away. So mod wall galore.
I don't think the mod wall the biggest thing as people think it is, though. I mean, if the mods are dicks, sure. But if they're just as fun or goofy as the viewers, I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I agree. But there are some channels that have like mods that, for lack of a better word, are super white knights, or they're like gatekeepers. They're gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it goes to my head.
Well, for me, if I start to see a mod wall forming, I'll usually hop on with one of my alt accounts just to try and keep it at least so it doesn't look like, oh, geez, all there is mods here. If we say anything wrong, we're going to end up getting banned anyway, so let's move on to someone else.
You pretend to be different people? Who does that?
Oh my gosh. You catfish. I'm so appalled that you would do something like that. Who does that kind of stuff?
It's like the mod wall might be different for like me or Pike because so many people know us already that they don't worry about us. They know we're fair.
That is true. As fast as when I say that the beauty community is growing fast, I mean like the number of streamers that enter as makeup artists and body painters every day seems to be growing faster than the actual community is growing, which is actually kind of scary. Yeah, like we're such a small, close-knit community that everybody knows everybody. So I guess, yeah, that issue isn't really present there. But I know that like I hang out in other kinds of streams, and sometimes you go into other categories and you're talking to a small streamer and you'll see like two mods just talking back and forth, and they just get so defensive over everything that you say to the streamer. And like sometimes you can see the streamer just get, in those cases, I feel like that's a case of, I don't know, having your friends mod for you or modding people in chat because they've been there for so long. The advent of the VIP system has been so great. And I haven't even used all my VIPs yet in my channel. But, you know, I think the first VIP I gave out in almost a year was Frosty this last week. But people sometimes they just give mod swords away as like a way to show appreciation to community members, and that's such a bad idea.
Or there's mods that just are overly sensitive and ban everything without even giving it a chance.
Kind of almost what happened to me with my first mod was that like I didn't have a mod. I had a viewer that had been in there since like the beginning on Twitch. They asked if they could be a mod. This was before they were VIPs because they had been there all the time and they wanted me to show appreciation for them. And then they ended up being a really crap mod. And I really lucked out with Pike. That was just a lucky draw.
Talking about me if y'all didn't know.
No. But like
Marty just sat there and watched the trolls come in, didn't do nothing but join in on them.
I guess you didn't get lucky with me or John then, I see.
Well, honestly, when I say I was lucky, it was because when everything had happened, when Pike became a mod, I was in the middle of like a large hate raid. Our viewer count went up to like almost 600 in a matter of a minute, and my mod was doing nothing. And then Pike and Scupid were both in chat and said, hey, we mod, you can take our swords away. So I got like really lucky that I had Pike in chat in the first place to hop on, and that he knew how to clean up a chat room. And then after that, I didn't take the sword away. I just like held him hostage from that point on. Whereas like with you and John, you guys were already modding for Amber, and I had seen you guys work. So it was kind of like, I feel like I wasn't really taking a chance by making you guys mods because I knew that you knew what you were doing. Whereas like with Pike, I didn't know anything about him. I had never been present in another stream that he had modded for. He hadn't really, like, I hadn't been streaming for super long. I don't think he'd been a viewer for very long. I just was like, you know what? Like in a panic, unmodded my mod, didn't know what to do, and then like threw a sword at some two randos in chat.
Dude named Pike.
Yeah. And then it just turns out that he is like literally the best bod that you could have.
He is Twitch.
It's like the Twitch version throwing something in the wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, before I modded for Buddha, I had modded 2 art streams and 3 gamers. So I mean, I had seen, I kind of had an idea as far as what needed to be done, but I didn't fully know the TOS. So that first night it was, if they weren't being a gentleman or they were saying stuff that you wouldn't say to your mom or your grandma, they were gone. And I was like, well, this is just a temporary deal. So worst case scenario, I accidentally banned the wrong person and I'm getting unmodded anyway. So
Yeah, about that. 2 years later, I would like to promote you from temp mod to permanent moderator.
nice. It only took 18 months. Thank you.
It's a night of celebration.
Isn't it? And then like let's not even like mention the fact that Pike's been an editor on my channel for the last 16 months too.
I think you're an editor in my stream also.
You finally have the title with your name.
Now it's like I mean something.
Your name on the office.
Yep, I got my own desk now.
You need your name and title on your desk now, a little tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys notice sometimes I like get smug about having you guys on staff when people come in and they're like, oh hey, it's Dave and Pike, you guys moderate everywhere, and I'm like, they were mine first.
Hey, I gave up my soul to be your mod.
I don't know if you gave it up so much as I just kind of gave it away.
Hey, let me live in my own fantasy, okay?
Okay.
Tomato.
Yeah, exactly. And my drums.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and here I am 3D printing a drum set.
Well,
I
yeah,
seen that file online. I was like, all right, I have to do this.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mods Podcast. You can find our mod team on twitch.tv as D Pigman, Mr. Pike 1, Arclight 2879, and Leon Hart. They mod every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday for me on twitch.tv/thebadluckbuddha. So stop by, say hi, and let us know what topics you want to hear about in the future.